Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at ScribbleNauts Unlimited, a game that I really wanted on the Wii U and then found out that the EU gets it a hell of a lot later than everywhere else. So then Steam, as part of their Christmas sale, put the game on sale, so I thought fine, I'll buy it because at the end of the day it's £20 cheaper than the Wii U version. And yeah, I'll lose some Nintendo characters, but seeing as there's Steam works on the game and I'd already seen that people had made Nintendo characters and a hell of a lot of other things as DLC, as part of the community DLC, I thought it's worth saving 20 quid. Steam, however, messed up, and the game got released, and anyone who didn't delete it still has access to the game, which is why I've been able to review it despite being in the UK 3.5 weeks early. And basically, it's a fantastic title. At the start, you don't really get much. I mean, data, you can restart your level, you can continue it. Options, being a PC game, you can choose resolution, you can choose anti-aliasing, you can choose gamma, things like that. You can go into your controls, which basically you've got in-game controls and then you've got the actual keyboard works as a keyboard. I'll get to that in a minute, because for those who don't know, it's a very educational game, but that doesn't mean it's bad. You can then go into movies and things like that. As it's a puzzle game, I will be sticking to the start, as I pretty much always do with a lot of my reviews anyway, because I don't want to ruin anything. But basically, for those who don't know, the whole point is the ScribbleNauts series. You play as this little guy here, who I believe is called Maxwell. I've never really went into it too much. And you've got to get those, the stars, which in this world are called starites. And then you can get starite shards. And basically, you've got to do it by solving puzzles. So anything could happen. The game is completely zany. So for this one here, earn a starite by helping Edwin with his award-winning pig. Well, that could mean anything, but it will tell you how to do it. Because this is the training mission in art, and the reason it's educational is because it tests your vocabulary. You've got to think, and you can even replay levels for better scores by replaying them by completely using new items. So for example, say there's a ledge that you've got a starite on. You could type a ladder, then the next time you could type stairs or steps, and the next time you could type a box. And by thinking outside of the box, it allows you to basically repeat the level, get better score by using unique items. And it's one of those, pretty much if you can think of it, you can have it, unless it's copyrighted or rude or anything like that, you know. But anyway, this one here, turn the front of the litter into an award-winning pig, help something that will help him scrub the pig. So, click on the notepad, then obviously using the keyboard. It's something that, honestly, I think this works so much better on a PC because you've got full keyboard support rather than touchscreen or anything like that. So, for now, I'm going to simply type sponge, because a sponge works for cleaning something, doesn't it? At the end of the day, it should do. So, I have to drag it to Maxwell, and then I have to click on the pig, and then I have to clean the pig, and that's that done. Now, I suppose I could have typed soap, I could have typed water, probably. Just, it's one of those, it is a very educational game for that matter, and it's something that if you've got kids that are just starting to read and write, or you want them to learn how to type, then this is a fantastic game anyway, and it will do all of that. It will help them. It's even something you can play with them. Ordinarily, if you are just a gamer and you want to play a great puzzle game yourself and you don't really care about the educational side of it, like myself, then it is a fantastic puzzle game, and it will still test you. It's just one of those cool things about it, that you can pretty much do anything. So I have to type in an adjective here, increase the size of the pig. So literally any word will do. For now, I will go giant, and bam, I've got a giant pig. Massive pig would work, anything like that. It's a fantastic design for the entire game. It's very unique. This is probably the best one of them all. I've got the 4 titles, the 2 on the DS. Then this one came out for the PC, it's coming out for the Wii U, it's coming out for the 3DS, and there's also one on the iPad. And the iPad, to be fair, it is one that I actually had a load of fun with, purely because it goes to show just how different people are. Because sorry about this. Obviously, I've got a case of having to type, read and speak at the same time. It's a little hard to do all three. It just goes to show how different people think, because my kid brother, he's never really been into typing or anything. He got an iPad, so I put this game on it to see if it would help him with his typing skills, and you can tell he plays nothing but COD, because all of his mates play nothing but COD, because the first mission on that, or one of the first missions that I watched him do, was the starlight is at the top of a tree. You must cut down the tree. So ordinarily, you're probably the same as myself. You're probably thinking, well, an axe or a saw or something like that. He typed a nuke. Upon destroying the world, he then realised a nuke was too powerful. So when he had to redo the puzzle, he typed TNT, and that was just powerful enough to cut down the tree, but without destroying everything. It really was a case of thinking outside the box, and it made me then think, you know what, I'm probably playing this game totally wrong. I should be having a lot more fun with it, and I indeed then managed to enjoy what I was doing more, because I could really go nuts about things. It's one of those, it pretty much recognises the majority of words that you could possibly think of. It's one of those, obviously, there will be some people who'll decide to try and break the game by thinking of words that are in the dictionary that have perfectly good meanings, but that mightn't be in the game, and it's one of those, if you enjoy doing that sort of thing, then great. Overall though, there's not really much to show about the game, so rather than waffling on for another 10 minutes, I'll just get down to the basics. There's 41 levels with more than 50 starlights and 500 starlight shards. Some of them you'll get easily by beating the puzzles. Some of them, from what I've heard, you have to find specific words to get them, so it's one of those, completing the game 100% could take you absolutely ages. But if you are into puzzle games, it is well worth a look. It doesn't really matter what system you buy it on. I simply got it on this, as I say, because it was cheaper, and it turned out to be one of the best things I ever did, because it meant I could get the game about 2.5 months earlier than would I've been able to had I got it on the Wii U. And the fact that you can actually build pretty much anything you want with the Steam Workshop, it doesn't really mean that you're losing out on anything. If anything, this is probably the definitive version. So if you're into the game or think it looks good, you can, if you've got access to a smartphone, probably the best thing to do is get the app for 69p, and if you like that, go from there. I pretty much did the same thing. I got the cheapest one, and I thought, well, I'll get the DS ones after that, and then I got this one, and overall I've spent less than £30 for all 4 games. So it's worked out great. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.